My dad, a true dragon, feared across all 4 seas. My mom, the most stunning phoenix in all 3 realms. But of all times for me to be born, they were finally about to meet her. Huh. Hey, stop right there. You better tell me who the heck this kid is. Why is she a dirty little chicken? I genuinely have no idea what happened. Honey, calm down, let's talk this out. I'm literally the most gorgeous woman alive. How did I end up with this? I'm a legend in the heavenly court, and now I've got a scruffy little chicken for a daughter? Do I have no shame? You ready? Duh! Mom! Don't leave me! And just like that, I went tumbling and landed smack in the middle of a giant serving dish. That's when I saw him, the legendary demon lord, feared by all, said to kill without blinking. Wearing a pink apron, holding a spatula, standing over the stove, dead serious, debating whether or not to add cilantro. Then suddenly he turned around and saw me just appearing out of nowhere in his dish. Is this my dinner? That creepy face of his zoomed right in on me, and I held my breath. He shook me around and went, "Where'd this wild chicken come from?" I was absolutely devastated. Tears streaming down my face, flapping my tiny wings in protest. "Excuse me, I'm not a chicken, I'm a phoenix." The demon lord looked me up and down, trying to decide, braised chicken with mushrooms or kung pao chicken. I was shaking head to toe, convinced I was done for. But then he let out this long sigh and gently poked me on the head. "Fine, I'll let you slide, little thing, I'll keep you." My jaw literally dropped. Back when I was still in the womb, I'd heard all about this guy. Ruthless, terrifying, a total villain. Fall into his hands and you're done. No way out. But he had this whole other side to him. He picked me up and pinched me. My sad little wings just froze, like he had no idea what to do with me. This little thing better not still need milk. Hearing that, I thought, okay, I'm a good girl, a smart girl. I gotta feed myself. So I dove headfirst into his chest and started pecking away. The demon lord screamed and shoved me off. "What are you pecking? I'm a man!" He tossed me aside with a disgusted look, then waved his guys over to take me away and feed me something proper. During my time in the demon clan, I stumbled across a magic mirror. Turns out it could show my dad, my mom, and everything happening in the heavenly court. On the other side, my mom gently cradling the newborn little princess of the Peacock clan, Shen Yue, her face glowing with a warmth I had never seen before. She laughed with pure joy, then turned to my dad and said, "Only a phoenix this beautiful deserves to be my daughter. Not like that ugly little chicken. She's got no right to carry my bloodline, honestly. She deserved to die." Lin Ruyan, the name my parents picked for me with so much hope before I was even born. It was supposed to mean gifted, wise, full of promise, everything they ever wanted from me. And now that name just sounds like a cruel joke. The mirror shifted, and there was my dad, his face written all over with disgust. "The Prime Minister just reported. That traitor girl has fallen into the demon clan." "Good, hope they eat her alive. Something that ugly has no business being the daughter of the Dragon Prince." I pressed my face against the mirror, vision blurring through tears. I thought back to when I was still in the womb. Through my spirit sense, I watched my brother excitedly collecting a whole room full of toys for me. He said he wanted to give me every cool thing in the entire world. He even went up against demons and monsters just to steal their treasures, all to be my toys someday. Dad threw himself into danger more times than I could count, took serious hits, and didn't care. Mom poured her heart into knitting me clothes, so many of them by hand. Sometimes her delicate fingers got pricked bloody by the needle, and she didn't even flinch. I loved them so much back then. I worried they were working too hard, getting hurt, so I pushed myself to come out early, just to see them sooner. Never in a million years did I think, when they finally saw me, premature and underdeveloped all for their sake, they'd throw me away just because of how I looked. And now, Mom was dressing the little peacock princess in every single outfit she'd once stitched for me, stitch by stitch. Dad was handing over every treasure he'd risked his life for, all of it to her, as toys. They looked at each other and laughed, swearing they'd raise Shen Yue into the most powerful little phoenix in all the heavens. All because she had a fraction of phoenix blood, enough they said to be a worthy heir. The demon lord's large hand absently stroked the top of my head. His voice was lazy, but there was a real weight behind it. Shen Yue can do whatever she wants. She's still just a scruffy peacock, not even close to one of Ruyan's toenails. Just then, some clueless demon soldier pointed at me, practically drooling. With a totally straight face, he asked, "My lord, are we still doing the chicken soup? Like, is that confirmed? Because if we are, I'll start plucking right now. I'll have it nice and clean." I was absolutely fuming, feathers on end, flapping my stubby little wings and charging straight at him. I pecked that soldier right on the head, screaming internally, "I am a phoenix, not an ingredient." But the soldier just clutched his head, looking all pitiful, muttering, "Why is this chicken attacking me?" Like, her only value to the demon lord is literally being made into braised chicken with mushrooms. Meanwhile, the demon lord's deep eyes drifted over me, slow and unreadable. I immediately deflated, curled up, trembling, terrified I was 1 second away from becoming dinner. All I could do was give him the most desperate, "I taste bad, I swear" eyes. Thank God he waved his hand and told that meathead Hoosie, "Stand down. Hoosie walked off rubbing the back of his head, totally lost. Since when did the guy who kills people without blinking get soft? Then the demon lord scooped me up, those eyes, the kind that see right through you, just staring at me for a long moment. Then the corner of his mouth curled into this little smirk. I think I know exactly what you are. My eyes lit up. Finally someone who gets it, a true connoisseur. But then he said 3 words, "You're a chicken," and laughed, then yanked out one of my feathers for good measure. I lost it. I went full rage mode and lunged at him. He fake ran away. I chased after him on my stubby little legs, swearing I'd smack those wings right across that pretty face of his. At the Demon Clan's grand assembly, I was huddled meekly at the Demon Lord's feet, peeking out at the thousands of bloodthirsty demon soldiers lined up below. Everyone was going off about the Heavenly Court, saying that newly born Phoenix, Lin Ruyan, had already fallen into the Demon Clan. We have to find her. Chop her into pieces. Every single piece. Because the Heavenly Court destroyed countless Demon Clan families. That divine bloodline? To the Demon Clan, it's the dirtiest evidence of their crimes. I was shaking in the corner like a leaf. Cold, eerie wind all around me. Everywhere I looked. Demon warriors with missing limbs. All thanks to the Heavenly Court's war. Then out of nowhere, a huge hand. The Demon General snatched me out of that corner like I was a baby chick. Eyes blazing. Yelling that his subordinate had a special power to disguise bloodlines. This chicken? That's the Phoenix in disguise, trying to slip right past us. Kill this little thing now. Avenge the hundreds of thousands of Demon Clan lives lost. This is a blood debt, no forgiveness. Right at the last second. That blade was literally about to slit my throat, and tiny little me couldn't summon a single drop of power against an entire army. And then, the Demon Lord casually reached out and pulled me back into his arms, scanned the room with this ice-cold look and said, "Who's spreading rumors she's a Phoenix? This is obviously my pet chicken." The crowd went dead silent, then started nodding along. Looking at me? Yeah, okay, fair enough. So to flatter the Demon Lord, everyone started calling me Princess Chicken. I nearly blacked out on the spot. But hey, at least I was alive. From then on, the Demon Lord walked me around every day like I was his dog. Training, non-stop. But with a dragon dad and a Phoenix mom, my cultivation speed was absolutely insane. Right around that time, the Jade Emperor, that classic peacemaker, wanted to stop the war. He proposed a big Celestial versus Demon tournament. Best of both sides, face off one-on-one. The Demon Clan had been getting stomped by the Heavenly Court forever, but now they saw how fast I was leveling up. Every single one of them went crazy with excitement, pumping their fists for me, saying Princess Chicken had to rep the Demon Clan in this tournament. Go destroy that nasty peacock from the heavens! Princess Chicken, that name. I rolled my eyes so hard, but deep down I felt confident, because I'm the real Phoenix. That fake feathered bird? The divine Phoenix bloodline suppression is no joke. While I was thinking about all that, I made my most pitiful face and begged, "Can you guys please call me something else?" The whole Demon Clan crew froze, chins in their hands. Then a few of them suddenly lit up, clapping, all excited, going, "Princess Chicken, we thought of the perfect name for you. Say it and you'll love it, guaranteed." By now I'd already shapeshifted into human form, standing there with my little hands tucked together, blinking my big bright eyes, staring at them full of hope, urging them on, "What is it? Tell me, tell me." And then one of the Demon Clan guys puffed up his chest with pride. "How about we call you Chicken Highness? Doesn't that sound fierce?" Inside I was screaming, "It's still the word chicken!" From then on, the Demon Lord not only trained with me every single day in full grind mode, he also personally cooked for me, and I mean, disaster food. Look, in cultivation, the man's a genius. In the kitchen, a total menace. One time he actually made spicy chili pineapple soup, like a massive pile of blazing red chilies, with one sad, lonely chunk of pineapple floating in the middle. I took one sip and my tongue nearly rage quit my body. I bolted out of there, gasping for air, and stumbled over to the mystic mirror, the one that shows what's happening in the Heavenly Court. Still crying from the spice, eyes completely blurred, I squinted through my tears, and saw Mom and Dad in the mirror, sitting at dinner with Shen Yue. The whole table, my absolute favorite foods. Then the scene shifted. Shen Yue, totally stuffed, walked right into the toy palace Mom and Dad had built specifically for me, sitting there like royalty in the center, dozens of servants bowing and catering to her every whim. Meanwhile, this little peacock princess didn't even have to cultivate. Mom and Dad were out here working overtime, hunting down rare treasures just for her. In the mirror, Dad looked at her with this warm, loving smile. Our princess just needs to eat these priceless treasures, and her bloodline will be purified. No grueling cultivation needed. Then I saw the peacock princess yawn. Mom immediately grabbed a storybook and sat right beside her, voice dripping with sweetness, reading her a bedtime story soft as silk. And in that moment, something in me just broke. I burst out crying because all of that was supposed to be mine. But then word got out that I was standing at the mirror bawling, and Demon Clan members literally ran home to dig through their stuff. They piled up a mountain of toys right in front of me. One demon uncle even handcrafted toys himself just to cheer me up. They awkwardly wrung their hands and said, "Chicken Highness, whatever other kids have, you'll have it too." Not just that. They stayed up all night building me a soft, cozy little bed. And before bedtime, they arranged for a Demon Clan member with the most soothing voice to sit by my bed and sing to me, and tell me stories. I sniffled and felt this wave of warmth wash over me. I was genuinely moved. Thank you. This whole crew that looks terrifying but has the biggest hearts. I knew they cared about me. and they had put the entire clan's hopes on my shoulders, counting on me to beat the Heavenly Court so they could finally live in the light. Not stuck like this, crammed in damp, dark corners with no sunlight, not even a decent place to call home. So I made myself a silent promise I would grind hard. If I could win the tournament and take first place, the Demon Clan would finally have room to breathe. Day after day, relentless training. And just like that, I was 5 years old. My power was nothing like before. Not only could I shift into any animal form on the fly, I could hold a perfect human form too. And then, everything went sideways. Shen Yue showed up with 100,000 celestial soldiers. Full aggression, straight to demon territory. Nose in the air, pointing right at me. So this is the Demon Clan's little princess chicken, huh? Take her out. Shen Yue clearly suspected I was the real phoenix who had fallen into demon territory, so she needed me gone, permanently, to protect her stolen throne, and keep all that power and glory she'd taken. After the last battle, the Demon Clan had already taken a massive hit. Most of the ones left behind were the elderly, sick, and weak. Up against 100,000 elite Heavenly Court soldiers, they had no shot. But not a single one of them backed down. Every last one stepped in front of me without hesitation, roaring with fury. Don't push it, Heavenly Court. You dare mess with our Chicken Highness? Don't blame us for what happens next. Shen Yue narrowed her eyes, sizing me up from behind all of them, then gave this cold little laugh. Doesn't matter. She dies today. You peasants want to get in my way? Fine. I'll take all of you out. When they heard that, her whole act, a peacock calling herself a phoenix, had the entire Demon Clan cracking up. Everyone went in, no mercy. Everyone knows you're just a basic peacock. Stop cosplaying as a phoenix. Literally so embarrassing. You want to talk about looking like a phoenix? Our Chicken Highness is more phoenix than you'll ever be. Shen Yue completely lost it. She spun around and started screaming. You disgusting low-life demon trash. You deserve to rot in your dark little hole forever. Until you decompose. The Demon Clan got even more fired up. They clapped right back. Where did this peacock even come from, pretending to be a phoenix? That's hilarious. Who's really the lowlife here? You're a peacock. How high and mighty can you really be? I couldn't help it. I rolled my eyes. Wild. That one line hit Shen Yue right where it hurt. She stared them down, eyes bloodshot, and with one sweep of her hand, she ordered those 100,000 celestial soldiers. Wipe out every last one of these Demon Clan fools. And just like that, 100,000 soldiers swarmed in like a plague, rushing straight at me. What I never expected, the Demon Clan, to protect me, didn't even hesitate. They took the fatal blows with their own bodies. Watching them bleed, my chest felt like it was caving in. I was about to fly up front and help, when the Demon Lord grabbed me by the back of the neck and yanked me back, rolling his eyes. You haven't even grown your feathers yet. Getting hit by those 100,000 soldiers, your foundation will be wrecked. Stay put. Right then. Shen Yue flew up in front of me with this arrogant look, looking down at me like I was nothing, a cruel little smile creeping across her face. So you're Ling Ruyan. Didn't expect you to still be breathing. And you thought you could take what's mine? I, the Phoenix Princess, am ending you right here, right now. She tilted her chin up like she was reading a royal decree. I, the Phoenix Princess, command you, Demon Lord, if you don't want the Demon Clan wiped out, let Ling Ruyan take her own life. Save me the trouble. But the Demon Lord was not having any of it. One scoff, moving like lightning, he reached out and clamped his hand right around Shen Yue's delicate little throat, staring her down ice cold. You came here to die, don't test me. Shen Yue's face turned purple. She could barely breathe. But she was still threatening through gritted teeth. My mother is a phoenix. My father is a true dragon. You kill me and you're done. Right then. Those 100,000 soldiers, terrified something would happen to Shen Yue, all froze. Nobody dared to move. The Demon Lord looked completely unbothered. He sent his voice across the entire realm, shaking the heavens. Heaven and earth, your heavenly court started this. This arrogant little girl came here looking for trouble. Is it really unreasonable for me to end her? Then immediately, Mom and Dad's furious voices came blasting through from the heavenly court. How dare a lowly demon clan hold my daughter hostage? This is absolutely outrageous. In the end, the higher powers had to step in to mediate. To save Shen Yue's neck, the heavenly court offered 100,000 spirit fruits, plus 5 rare treasures as compensation. Only then did the demon clan grudgingly let her go. Shen Yue clutched her throat and raged through her teeth. One day I will level this entire demon clan. Then looked at me with pure disgust and spat. Patch! Waste of my time, you're just a bald, scrawny chicken. Just some pet chicken the demon clan keeps. A phoenix? Please, I've been here long enough. Not a single trace of phoenix energy anywhere. But what she didn't know, I had already mastered perfectly concealing my own energy. From a very young age, the demon clan leaders had personally taught me how to hide myself, shift forms, throw off anyone tracking me, lock down every trace of my divine beast aura, airtight. Shen Yue shot me one last venomous glare, and snarled, Demon Clan's Chicken Highness? What a joke. I, the Phoenix Princess, am actually looking forward to the tournament. I will be the most dazzling one there, and I will stomp you into the dirt. After the Heavenly Court left, the Demon Clan leader waved his hand, and dumped all 100,000 spirit fruits the Heavenly Court paid as compensation, right at my feet. Casually said, Eat up, all yours." I stared at that mountain of spirit fruits. My eyes went warm. Those 100,000 spirit fruits were originally meant to be refined into elixirs for Shen Yue. Did the demon clan leader somehow know the truth, and specifically fought to get them back for me? Compared to the heavenly court, the demon clan's spiritual energy was way weaker, but these 100,000 spirit fruits filled in every gap in my cultivation. So, my cultivation speed went absolutely rocket speed. And before I knew it, my first heavenly tribulation arrived. Boom, thunder, rolling in from all directions. I sat cross-legged on top of an open mountain peak, ready to take on the tribulation lightning. At the same time, up in the heavenly court, Mom was staring down at the heavy tribulation clouds gathering below, frowning with confusion. These tribulation clouds, they look exactly like what you'd see for a phoenix crossing tribulation. Does the demon clan actually have some kind of divine beast now? Hearing that, Shen Yue was sitting there chomping on spirit fruits, and laughed. Mom, are you serious right now? The demon clan is a backwater dump. How could they possibly have a divine beast crossing tribulation? The most prized thing in the demon clan is that chicken. That ugly little chicken. Absolute trash. Dad heard that and smirked too, agreeing dismissively. No prodigy has ever come from the demon clan. It's just a chicken, not gonna cause any waves. But Mom still had a bad feeling. She kept staring down, muttering to herself. But why are there so many tribulation clouds? The higher the talent, the more tribulation clouds. This is even bigger than what I had when I crossed tribulation. Dad's eyes narrowed at that. He looked over at Mom, thinking hard. Honey, do you remember our daughter, the one we cast out? What form she was born in? It was a chicken. You think this chicken somehow became a phoenix? Scene cut. The tribulation thunder was still roaring in demon territory. The demon clan leader stood nearby, brow furrowed tight, watching me with obvious worry, but still roasting me. Little chick, don't you dare get struck dead. Win this for me. The tribulation thunder raged for 3 straight days and nights. Then finally, ending on the 4th day, the thunder slowly began to fade. I felt like I was about to give out. My consciousness was slipping at the edges, and to make it worse, Shen Yue was up in the clouds stirring up the thunder god and lightning goddess, shrieking with that twisted look on her face. Crank it up! More! Strike that demon monster dead! Ling Ruyan, if you're still alive, I'm making sure you die in this lightning. Right at the last second, the demon clan leader saw me, completely battered and broken, and without a second thought charged straight into the eye of the tribulation, using his broad back to shield me, taking that world-destroying strike for me. My eyes were red. I weakly grabbed his sleeve, my voice shaking. Master, you're a demon. Thunder is literally your worst enemy. You're gonna die! But the moment the thunder stopped, the demon lord was already critically wounded, barely standing. And me? I collapsed completely from exhaustion. He used his last breath to carry me back to the demon palace. Only then did I finally black out. When I came to, I found demons crowded around my bed, every single one of them with the saddest look on their faces. The second they saw me open my eyes, they broke down crying. Your Highness, it's bad. After the demon lord got critically injured, the dragon prince from the heavenly court snatched him away, all to get revenge for that stupid peacock. My jaw dropped, my heart sank. The demon lord had shielded me from 5 whole days and nights of divine thunder. Even while I was still conscious, I could see he was basically charred. Getting captured now? That was a death sentence. No way, I had to save him. So I pushed down the panic rising in my chest, calmed down the terrified demons, then immediately headed straight for the heavenly court. No stops. That tribulation was rough, but somehow I came out the other side way more powerful than before. Taking on regular low-level celestials? Yeah, I could handle that easily. I flew up through the 9 heavens, all the way out of demon territory. And that's when it hit me, the world out here is massive. Meanwhile, demons were stuck rotting in that pitch-black abyss with no sunlight. Under the heavenly court's total dominance, they looked so small, so pitiful. To keep a low profile, I snuck into the heavenly court and cast a quick spell, disguised myself as a plain little crow and grabbed a janitor gig. I had to lay low and stay careful, figure out where they were holding the demon lord, then come up with a plan to break him out. I crept near the celestial prison, getting ready to slip inside, when suddenly a guard slapped me hard on the shoulder. He lowered his voice and warned me, "The Phoenix Princess is coming, I'd get on your knees now! Or you're losing your head." I froze and looked up. There she was, Shen Yue, riding in on a palanquin, acting like she owned the entire universe. But then, she spotted me. She actually had them stop the whole procession and walked straight up to me, looking down at me like I was charity. Oh wow, a crow doing janitorial work in the heavenly court? The Phoenix Princess is in a good mood today, I'll give you a chance. Walk behind me and serve me. You'll make the perfect contrast to my beauty. I almost burst out laughing at her whole act. Stick a few feathers on your head and suddenly you're a phoenix? I swallowed my disgust and gave a little smile. Yes, your highness. That sent her over the edge. She smacked me across the face, shrieking, "You call me the Phoenix Princess! Drop one word and I'll rip out your tongue!" Right then, out of nowhere she caught fire. That was my Nirvana flame, the one I carry naturally as the true phoenix. But Shen Yue? Totally mortal eyes. She couldn't see the source of the fire at all. All she could feel was the searing pain. She thrashed around in the flames, screaming bloody murder. "Why am I on fire? Help! Someone help me!" I just watched, stone cold, as the fire spread across her body. Within seconds, her feathers were nearly gone. Only then did her servant scramble to grab buckets of water to throw on her. I was laughing inside, but I played along, acting all panicked, hauling bucket after bucket of ice water, splashing it all over her. The fire, still going. Phoenix fire can burn at the bottom of the ocean. Water was never gonna stop it. When she was right on the edge of being burnt alive, I quietly pulled the flame back. Shen Yue stood there, completely scorched. Furious, she spun around and came at me. "Was it you? Did you curse me and set me on fire?" I blinked, putting on my most innocent face. "Phoenix Princess. You're literally a phoenix. I thought you were going through nirvana just now." "I'm just a crow. Where would I get fire from? That was divine flame." She paused. Then she let me go. Fair point. A dumb crow like you has no business having fire. It must have been my nirvana, but when she looked down and saw her once gorgeous feathers completely bare, she nearly lost it. I seized the moment and offered helpfully, "Phoenix Princess, you're a little bald right now, but I could pull out some of my crow feathers and stick them on for you." She exploded, kicked me hard. "Get away from me! You disgusting crow! How dare you even think about touching my royal appearance with your trashy feathers?" I wasn't actually planning to give them anyway. But then Shen Yue turned around and gave an order. Every celestial bird with nice-looking feathers had to hand them over, all of it, for her new outfit. The birds were furious, crying everywhere. "What are we supposed to do without our feathers? How are we supposed to show our faces?" But the so-called Phoenix Princess had the power, and she was using it to walk all over everyone, absolutely unhinged. If I remember correctly, Shen Yue isn't even a real phoenix. She's just using her position to straight up rob people, just like that. The birds had no choice but to give up their feathers. Then she shoved all those stolen plumes onto herself, deliberately copying my mother's look. She even dyed all those mismatched feathers to fake the look of authentic phoenix plumage. I watched the whole thing from the shadows, sneering inside. I want to see how long before every bird in the realm sees through this knockoff. Finally, I tracked down where they were keeping the Demon Lord. I wanted to go in and get him out, but the place was guarded like crazy. Not even a fly could get through. I couldn't just charge in recklessly. One wrong move and I'd set off the entire heavenly court. Then it would all be over for us. Right then, Shen Yue came strutting in with a whip, heading straight for the prison. That gave me an idea. I slipped in right behind her. The moment I stepped inside, the Demon Lord's eyes landed on me immediately. His whole body stiffened, but he recovered fast, looked away quickly, pretending he didn't know me. I knew he recognized me, though. But then Shen Yue started stomping around, absolutely seething. "I am the high and mighty Phoenix Princess! You filthy Demon Lord! You'd rather look at some dumb crow than look at me?" I jumped in quick with an excuse, leaning in and whispering, "Well, maybe..." "He's just into ugly." Shen Yue perked right up, chin in the air. Yes, exactly. Someone like me. He doesn't deserve to look at me anyway." He really bought that. Then she tossed a branding iron at me and snapped, "Take that iron and burn this Demon Lord. I want him covered in marks by dark." I needed to get her out of there, so I put on the most excited face I could. "Oh, Phoenix Princess! I heard your royal parents just got back. Don't you want to go tell them about your successful nirvana?" Her eyes lit up and she started nodding like crazy. "I'm going right now." They are going to be so happy. The second she disappeared, I rushed to the Demon Lord's side. My voice was shaking. "Master, don't be scared. I'm here to get you out." But he shoved me away, growling through gritted teeth. "You little chick. Don't do anything stupid, just heal me. You're not strong enough to get me out of here. And even if you could, I can't protect the demon clan while I'm injured. I'd only bring disaster back with me. Another year in here, I can handle it." I was tearing up, but I got to work, pushing every bit of spiritual energy I had left into healing him. When night came, the Demon Lord shifted his appearance slightly, to not blow our cover, made himself look way more beaten up than he actually was. Then suddenly a celestial officer came looking for me. Said the Phoenix Princess wanted me at the palace, to stand next to her in front of the Phoenix Queen and Dragon King, as a contrast to her beauty. My heart jumped. I was about to see my birth parents again. I quickly cast a spell to hold my disguise in place, terrified they'd recognize me. But the second my parents laid eyes on me, they both frowned instantly, covering their noses in disgust. "Where did this nasty crow come from? Ugh, how annoying." Shen Yue burst out giggling. She twirled around playing coy. "Father, mother, not everyone can be born as naturally beautiful as your daughter." My parents nodded approvingly, then turned to look at me with pure disgust. Crows are just ugly. All these years, they'd always regretted not having another beautiful phoenix child. Back then, they prayed to the heavens thousands of times just to have a child. Finally got me, and then threw me away because they didn't like how I looked. I thought back to when I was first dropped into demon territory. Every night I missed my parents so badly, but then I'd look through a water mirror and see them gently coaxing Shen Yue to sleep, and I'd feel like I couldn't breathe. I wanted that too. I wanted them to hold me like that. I waited like an idiot, hoping they'd come get me, tell me I was still their precious daughter. I waited from sunrise to sunset, day after day. They never came. In the end, it was the demons who stayed by my side. They weren't rich, but they gave me everything they had, clumsily built me toys with their own hands. They took turns staying up to put me to sleep. Slowly, the hole in my heart started to fill. Then, out of nowhere, my mother charged at me and kicked me hard, snapping me out of the memory. "You nasty crow, what are you staring at? You have no idea how to respect your betters. Who told you to look at me?" My heart went completely numb. I still had to hold the crow disguise together. I'd just spent everything healing the demon lord. I was running on empty, completely drained. And then, of all moments, my mother's vicious kick landed right in my chest. Something rose in my throat. I couldn't hold it back. I spat up a mouthful of blood. And what was her first reaction? She pinched her nose shut and backed away, face full of disgust. "How repulsive. You got blood all over the floor. Fine. But if you get even a drop on my feathers..." Then she pointed down at me, eyes cold as ice. "I'm ordering you. Scrub every inch of this floor 100 times tonight. Not one less." I felt like a fist was squeezing my chest. I could barely breathe. Looking at the person who gave birth to me, I was screaming inside, "Mom! Open your eyes, I am your real daughter." Meanwhile, my father was looking at Shen Yue with nothing but warmth and pride, encouraging her. "Yue, your father has fed you the rarest treasures and top-tier celestial pills. You need to absolutely destroy those demons at the upcoming Celestial Demon Tournament. Make them see who the real elite truly is. Show them what power looks like." Shen Yue nodded sweetly, but her eyes flashed with a cold, ruthless hunger. Daughter understands. But hidden in the shadows, I made a silent vow. I will win this. For the demon clan. I will fight for every one of those demons who protected me, and win them more space to exist in this world. Shortly after, Shen Yue, desperate to steal the spotlight, planned to perform the 100 Birds bow to the phoenix at the tournament, forcing every bird clan to bow down to her. But her feathers were still fried from the fire. Growing them back would take way too long, so she secretly ordered those celestial birds to give up even more of their feathers, the nicer ones, all for her. During this time to torture the demon lord, Shen Yue specifically sent me to carry out the punishments, which was exactly the opening I needed. Every visit I was secretly healing him, sneaking in good food, and before heading back, I'd faked the whole brutal scene, made Shen Yue believe I'd followed her orders to the letter, and tortured the demon lord within an inch of his life. Days passed. Shen Yue kept trying to rehearse the 100 Birds routine, screeching at the top of her lungs, trying to make other birds tremble. But every time she let out that screech, those birds just stared at her like she was insane. Nobody moved. That drove her absolutely crazy. Me? Every night when darkness fell, I'd sneak back to demon territory and train like my life depended on it. I was going to win this tournament, no matter what. Then one day I came back and Shen Yue was right there waiting for me, arms crossed, glaring. "Where were you last night, you little crow? I wanted you to wash my feet last night, and you were nowhere to be found. Were you trying to slack off?" I immediately shrunk down, faking a scared little shiver, stumbling over my words. "Your Highness, please forgive me." There was an emergency at home, so I had to run back real quick. Shen Yue's eyes narrowed, and she suddenly cooked up a nasty little scheme. "You ugly little crow. The only thing your hideous looks are good for is making me look even better. Smart move. Now I want you to imitate a phoenix's cry and tell everyone you want to be worshipped like one. Then get laughed at by every bird out there. Perfect backdrop for my voice, which sounds like heaven itself. So even more will bow down to me. Why can't she just get it? I'm a real phoenix. This crow look? Just a disguise. A phoenix's cry carries the power of ancient bloodline. Every bird that hears it trembles and bows. Sure, Shen Yue stuffed herself with rare treasures, but a wild hen can never become a real phoenix. When I didn't move, she thought I was scared. She snapped, "You dead crow, don't tell me you're refusing. I'm ordering you to imitate a phoenix's cry, right now." To humiliate me, Shen Yue went first and let out her version of a phoenix cry. Awkward. The sacred birds completely ignored her. Only a few basic birds up in the sky. Got so spooked by the awful noise they started shaking. Shen Yue couldn't take the embarrassment. She spun around and glared daggers at me. "Your turn, crow, go on, cry." She was fully hyped to watch me humiliate myself. I took a deep breath and stopped holding back the power inside me. I don't need to imitate anyone, because I am a phoenix. One clear cry split the clouds, and in an instant every single bird went dead silent. The proud cranes dropped their heads, too afraid to look up. Spirit sparrows curled their wings and trembled. Even the wild eagles instantly pulled in their talons and bowed toward me, shaking. Pure, soul-deep fear in every eye. The smile on Shen Yue's face froze completely. She shrieked, absolutely shattered. "How is this possible? There's no way I just got beaten by some lowly crow." She screamed in a total meltdown. "Someone get over here. Bring me a silencing potion. Mute this dead crow." She ordered her people to rush me. Lucky for me, I'm quick on my feet. I slipped through every single one of them. But that one cry that pierced the sky had already drawn my father and mother rushing over. They showed up completely stunned. That phoenix cry just now. Who made that sound? Is there actually a second phoenix in this world? Shen Yue saw things going south fast, eyes darting, then threw herself into their arms in a panic. She lied straight to their faces. "Father, mother, that was obviously my phoenix cry. Who else could it be?" My parents looked suspicious, eyes scanning back and forth between us, when all they saw was Shen Yue and me, pitch black crow that I am. The tension drained right off their faces, suspicion gone just like that. In their minds, that breathtaking cry could only have come from their precious daughter. Every dead crow they threw around felt like a needle straight to the chest, a dull, stinging ache. Shen Yue strutted over with her head held high, latched onto their arms and cooed, "Father, mother." Wasn't it impressive how I made every bird submit? My parents absolutely lit up. They ruffled her hair, gushing, "Our daughter is amazing. You're going to steal the show at the Divine Demon Tournament and let everyone above and below see what it really means to have all birds bow to a phoenix." To fully claim this glory for herself, Shen Yue secretly tracked down a shady peacock sorcerer. Is there any way to transfer the crow's voice into my body? She knew exactly what she wanted. Get my voice, and she'd have it all. She could finally claim the title of Phoenix Queen, no questions asked. The peacock sorcerer let out a creepy little laugh. There is one dark method that could work, but you'll need your parents to step in and do it themselves. So Shen Yue faked being sick, collapsing weakly onto her bed. She grabbed our parents' hands and sobbed, "My voice, it's been cursed. But I still want to win glory for you both at the tournament." The healer said if I take that crow's voice to restore mine, I'll be fully healed. Hearing that, my parents' hearts broke for her. They agreed without a second thought, and right then, I had just finished healing the Demon Lord and dragged myself back, completely drained. But the moment my parents laid eyes on me, their expressions flipped. Cut her open and perform the ritual, rip that dead crow's voice right out of her. Next thing I knew, I was tied to a post in the center of the room. My father raised a blade, muttering through gritted teeth, "Let this crow die for my daughter. She should be grateful." I stared at them, eyes full of heartbreak and devastation. My mother backhanded me hard across the face, sneering with disgust. "Dead crow, what are you staring at? You think you're even on my level?" Right at that critical moment, the Demon Lord sensed my life hanging by a thread from inside the sky prison. He blasted through the prison walls and descended, radiating killing intent, and pulled me out. Looking at my sorry state, he shook his head with that signature smirk. "Little chick. If you die on me, how am I supposed to face my people?" The Demon Lord fought his way out and brought me back to the Demon Clan. In the dead of night, Shen Yue, absolutely fuming, stole my mother's sacred phoenix flame and hurled it straight into the Demon Clan's territory. Fire spread in seconds. Clan members were screaming in agony, the cries echoing everywhere. When I jolted awake, the flames had already gotten out of control. This was Phoenix fire. Regular water was never going to put it out. I opened my mouth and swallowed every last flame. Instantly felt like my stomach was going to explode. Fire raging through every inch of me. My organs felt like they were turning to ash. The Demon Clan members crowded around me, panicking. Flames were literally leaking off my body. They had no idea what to do. Quick, spit it out." They rushed toward me without hesitation, but I was terrified the fire would spread to them. I kept backing away, putting as much distance as I could. "Stay back, don't come near me." The Demon Clan chief walked up and gently patted my head, eyes heavy with emotion. To keep from hurting anyone, I had no choice but to retreat to the back mountain to recover. Flames were running wild through every vein in my body. The pain was unbearable. Shen Yue showed up leading a heavenly army to check out the damage. She looked around in disbelief. How is this possible? How is the entire Demon Clan still standing? This was Mother's Phoenix fire. Then her gaze landed on me, the one disguised as a dead crow. Ling Rui, the Demon Clan chief's right hand. When she saw the Phoenix flame still burning on my body, it all clicked. That so-called dead crow had actually consumed the Phoenix true flame. She screamed and pointed at me. "Hey, Demon Clan! Aren't you people supposed to hate the heavenly realm? She's not some dead crow. She's a phoenix from the heavenly realm. What are you waiting for? Take her out!" My cover was completely blown. I was never some beloved little chicken princess. Chicken princess, and I'm a phoenix. The one bloodline the Demon Clan despises most. What would they think of me now? I hung my head low, too afraid to meet any of their eyes. My bloodline carries everything they consider a sin. The Demon Clan all looked over at the Demon Lord. Then every single one turned to look at me. At that, a wicked grin of pure schadenfreude spread across Shen Yue's face. She pointed at me and screamed, "Ling Ruyan! You're done. So you've been hiding out in the Demon Clan this whole time. I should have finished you off ages ago." But the entire Demon Clan turned to her and spat in unison, eyes fierce and unwavering. "Wait, our chicken princess is the real phoenix? Doesn't matter who she is, and she's the best in our eyes." We watched this girl grow up. Then, one by one, they all stepped up and formed a wall in front of me. Some fake phoenix lowlife peacock isn't going to come in here and mess with our clan. Hearing that, my eyes welled up instantly. They really don't hate me. Shen Yue went pale and stumbled backward. The Demon Lord let out a cold laugh, pure disdain in his eyes. "Aren't you Demon Clan people supposed to hate the heavenly realm? Then why aren't you killing her? You all forget how your people died?" A little peacock really thinks she can outrank a phoenix. He looked over at me, eyes soft and fond. That scruffy little peacock over there isn't even half as impressive as my little chick. I rolled my eyes at him hard, but inside I felt warm all over. The Divine Demon Tournament was right around the corner. Shen Yue had no business starting drama on Demon Clan turf, so they kicked her out without a second thought. She left looking like an absolute mess. Standing just outside the barrier, she threw out a threat. "You disgusting Demon Clan scum! I will not let this slide!" Watching her storm off with that arrogant strut, I made myself a promise. I'm going to tear off every fake feather with my own hands and make her pay for every single thing. Shen Yue ran back to the heavenly realm crying to our parents. I got bullied by that chicken princess from the demon clan. My mother flew into a rage and unleashed an even more devastating wave of phoenix fire straight at the demon clan. To keep from putting my people in danger again, I opened my mouth and swallowed it all again. The second it hit, I felt like my whole body was about to detonate, fire torching every last meridian. Just when I thought I was about to be reduced to ash, a golden divine light started breaking through my skin. New wings burst free from the fire cocoon, lighting up the entire demon clan in a blaze of color. I shot into the sky, wings fully spread, every feather blazing with brilliant fire. Flame trails streaked behind me like a comet, lighting up heaven and earth. And in that moment, I was reborn from the ashes, a stronger phoenix. The whole world went quiet with shock. Everyone was losing it. How can there be a second phoenix in this world? I soared through the sky and let out one clear, ringing cry. Every bird dropped to their knees before me. Watching that happen, Shen Yue completely snapped. When that blood-dominant phoenix cry reached her, her body started trembling on its own. That primal fear buried in her peacock bloodline, it just came flooding out. She frantically grabbed our parents. Father, mother, if there's another phoenix in this world, will you still love me? My mother stood there stunned, staring at the figure soaring through the sky. Watching feathers shimmer against a sky full of golden light, she whispered to herself, "This phoenix outshines even me in my prime. How could there possibly be a second phoenix in this world?" My father was just as shaken, eyes wide. This can't be real. Besides our daughter, how is there another phoenix out there? This breathtaking? As I flew freely through the skies, the Heavenly Emperor himself came to receive me, eyes burning with eagerness. "Where do you come from, Phoenix?" I didn't even glance at him, coldly. "I'm a disciple under the Demon Lord." The Heavenly Emperor erupted in fury, robes flaring. "You are a noble phoenix! How dare you lower yourself by running with those filthy demons?" I looked at him, nothing but contempt, because it was exactly these high and mighty people who ignored me and dumped me in the Demon Clan. The Heavenly Emperor kept pressing me. "Are you really going to fight for the Demon Clan and take down the Heavenly Realm?" Right then, the Demon Lord flashed in front of me, cutting him off. "Watch yourself, old man. Don't even think about laying a finger on my little chick." The Heavenly Emperor's eyes narrowed, pointing at me. "Don't tell me this is the one. The Demon Clan's so-called chicken princess?" Not even worth a response. I followed the Demon Lord back to the clan, and everyone went absolutely wild, celebrating my rebirth. Then just like that, the Divine Demon Tournament was here. I stepped onto the field, wrapped in golden light, repping the Demon Clan. The moment my mother saw me, something in her eyes shifted. Pure longing. She blinked and sighed softly. If only my own child were this gifted. That would be something. Hearing that, I bit down hard on my lip. Because I am their child. They just threw me away back then, thought I was ugly and beneath their reputation. My father walked up to me wearing this patronizing expression, eyes full of cold calculation, like he was doing me the biggest favor in the world. "If you swear loyalty to the Heavenly Realm, I'll lower myself and officially take you in as my adopted daughter." I didn't even spare him a look, just flipped my wrist, drew my sword and went straight for Shen Yue. Less than one exchange in, Shen Yue was already flat on the ground, her true form exposed, lying there barely breathing. The sparse peacock feathers she never fully grew, and all the fake ones, stolen off other sacred birds over the years, turned to ash and scattered into the wind, leaving nothing but bare, naked skin. The crowd roasted her instantly. "Ew, that is ugly." A bald peacock calling herself a phoenix. Shen Yue was burning with humiliation. She crawled over to our parents, sobbing her eyes out. "Father, mother, help me please, you love me the most. Help me take her down." On the opposite side, I stood tall and still, robes snapping in the wind. My mother couldn't sit still any longer. She stepped up and shielded Shen Yue. "I don't care who you are, and nobody touches my daughter." To save Shen Yue's face, she even threw out a challenge. "How about this? If I can beat you, you kneel and become my adopted daughter." And bow down to apologize to Yue. They'd clearly poured years of love into raising Shen Yue, and just couldn't stand watching their fake daughter get humiliated. The Demon Lord scoffed. "You guys from the Heavenly Realm really gonna back out now? Sending some ancient elder out to fight my little girl. You're not embarrassed?" Hearing that, my mother stiffened up, visibly awkward. But she puffed up her chest anyway and challenged her to fight. In the end, I didn't just sweep through every Heavenly Realm prodigy, right in front of everyone. I took down my own mother too. The Heavenly Emperor stared at the wreckage. There was nothing he could do. He had to hold up his end of the deal, face completely dark. He promised to expand the Demon Clan's territory. From that day on, the Demon Clan could finally breathe freely under the open sky. And on top of that, through my own hard-fought battles, thousands of bird clans across the land switched sides, pledging loyalty to me. Later, my mother pulled me aside. Looking genuinely confused, she pressed me. "You're a noble phoenix. Why would you choose the Demon Clan over the Heavenly Realm? What, did you just fall out of a rock or something? You feel no sense of belonging at all?" Looking at her, so sure she was right, I finally said it. The brutal truth. "Mother, father, have you really forgotten? I'm the little dirt chicken you threw into the Demon Realm with your own hands." The words hit her like a lightning bolt. She froze completely still. My mother's eyes went red, her voice cracked. "So, my own daughter turned out this beautiful and powerful. I should have known. They regretted it, obviously. But there's no undo button in this world. As for Shen Yue, she was stripped of her Phoenix Princess title on the spot. And in the end, all the evil she put into the world came right back to destroy her.